Now, I know you tuned into this because clearly my culinary skills are high level.
And we are the dreamers of dreams.
Living life, spinning like a merry-go-round, traveling all around the world, you know we get surround. Good vibes only, you know it's the one and only Justin Bravo. Yeah, that's my number one homie, subscribe. Come on.
Thought I'd go for a little board ride. Just thought I'd come up to the park real quick, enjoy a nice little boosted board ride. Feels good to be back on the boosted. I'll tell you, I get it. It's hard. Like when you fall off or you have any kind of accident or down, whatever, it's hard to just get back on the board and keep going. And that's really like a metaphor for anything in life, I suppose. You know, whenever you take a tumble, whenever things don't go your way, whenever you feel like, man, I hit the pavement, right? It's hard to get up and keep riding and not be scared and not be afraid of it. And I get it. Like I jump back on the board, I feel a little tense at the very beginning, but you got to keep doing it. You got to keep powering through. And you got to use those moments to keep kind of fueling you and get past them. And the same thing goes with business or school or anything. You know, you're going to have tough times. You're going to hit the ground. You're going to bite the pavement. And you can let it kill you. You can let it destroy you. You can let it discourage you to the point where you don't continue, where you don't get back on the board. You don't continue school. You don't continue working as hard as you can or whatever it is. And I think you just have to do whatever you can to make sure that you take that as a learning lesson to maybe not do it exactly the same way, but to adjust and still enjoy your time and still thrive because you can. There's no reason to let one biting the pavement, you know, keep you from being back on the board or whatever it is that you're discouraged from. So I'm enjoying this ride this afternoon. So this morning, Lynley left for Florida. She went for a girls' weekend, and I'm super excited for her because, you know, she's doing all the things, you know, work and family, all stuff, just really pushing hard. I think it'll be nice for her to have a few days away with her friends, and I'm excited she's gonna have it. It is gonna be lonely. Every time, like, you know, I miss Lynley. Lynley is a huge part of my life, and not to have her for even 24 hours, 48 hours, like it stinks. It stinks not having her around. So I wish she was, but I'm happy she's gonna have a good time. But I'll see her in a few days. I'll have the kids tonight, so I won't be exactly lonely this evening, but tomorrow night I'll be alone, and Sunday, so like, but for now, I'm gonna ride the board around the neighborhood, have a good time, not be afraid of it, just enjoy this weather. It's great, it's sunny outside, it's beautiful. I just scraped the crap out of my GoPro jumping that curb there. Oh well, the GoPro's before. It is fun being back on the boosted, I'll say. Definitely a good time. Highly recommend, if you can, order yourself a boosted. Do it. You won't regret it, I promise. Huh? Yeah. All right, it's mail time.
Mail time, so let's see what I got. Letters and packages, now I hope it's a lot. Let's get it started.
So I'm kind of excited about what's in this box. And it's because I got an email from a gentleman named Ben from a company called Otis Classic. And I don't know if you remember the vlog where I went to the grocery store and I had this rule that when you go to the grocery store, you only get what you can carry out. That way you don't overbuy and you only get the necessities. Well, doing this, I walked out with 3 cans of whipped cream. And he sends me an email and he says, Justin, any man who has that rule and still walks out with 3 huge cans of whipped cream has to be a man I need to know, a man I need in my life, and a man that needs to try out my product. And I'm like, what is this amazing product? I need to know. I mean, you lead in with that, I'm all ears. What is the product you have? And he goes, let me send it to you. And this is it. Let's check it out. It's a knife. Here. Don't have a pocket knife, but I have these throwing knives. A whipped cream dispenser. You're right, Ben. I do need that in my life. Because I'll tell you, I happen to be a man who eats a lot of whipped cream. But it's always pre-done in a can. To have a gourmet dispenser, I don't even know what to do this. I feel gluttonous and fancy at the same time. This looks fancy. I normally don't read instructions and I will probably stick to that rule. But if it doesn't work, Ben, then I'll follow the instructions. This looks pretty cool because it actually, it feels legit. It feels heavy. It feels like it's professional. I mean, it feels like something I should not be using. So, at this part, we're gonna drop the CO2 in there. Oh, I'm gonna turn it upside down. Mix that sugar a little bit. This is probably a horrible idea too. I don't know. Because we already have CO2, so it's already pressurized. I'm sure Otis Classic has a fine instructional video on how to do this correctly. But if you want to have fun with it, well, I'm your man. There's a bunch of different types of heads. Let's try this one. Whoa! It made whipped cream! Now, I know you tuned into this because clearly my culinary skills are high level, like super professional. Here's the ice cream test for the Otis Classic. Pretty damn good. And it couldn't come at a better time, Ben. I'll tell you, my bachelor weekend, I'm pretty much gonna only eat whipped cream and meat. So this is ideal. So this will probably be the mainstay of my diet over the next 3 days. Thank you. Really fantastic. One final boosted board to finish the night off. And this Otis Classic is fantastic. Thank you, Ben.